Here's Nico Horner. Swing and a ball popped in the air, and that'll fall for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Batting second, third baseman
John Birdie at the plate. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy two. Slings to second. How about that double play?
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
So here's Kyle Tucker now. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. Burns, 30 years old now. He joined the team as a free agent. Up and in, 1-1. That one missed.
That's inside.
Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And Tucker is retired. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Jake McCarthy. And a foul ball. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Ooh, he missed a mistake right there.
Swing and a line drive ripped right center field. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. Around second now as they still don't have it. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. This is why hitters work so hard on driving the ball gap to gap in batting practice. There's a lot of room out there. And if you can rip one into that open space, it usually means extra bases.
Chopped out in front of the plate. And a run scores from third thanks to the infield single.
Well, that's a frustrating way to fall behind in this one as the infield single drives in the run. And sometimes all you have to do is put the ball in play and you give your teammate a chance to hurry home.
Ketel Marte stands in now and watches strike one. Swing and a miss as he was out front. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And the 0-2.
One ball.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary.
Quick feed to second for one. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Eugenio Suarez.
And a foul ball. And that skips in the dirt. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. Two down, bases empty, but one run across here on opening day. And a swing and a miss down on strikes. That push across one run, 2 hits, no errors, no one left. New inning getting started, and now Seiya Suzuki. Burns back to work. And that one is lifted in the air. Carroll sizing this one up. He's got it. And there's one down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Ian Happ, batting with one down, takes a strike. Right-hander kicks, deals. Here's a high fly ball out to center. McCarthy settles under it. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
That one out to right. Carroll on the move and puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. After an inning. Back here at Chase Field, bottom half of inning number 2. And now it's Josh Naylor. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Just missed.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike. And downstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. This is Corbin Carroll. Runner on the move. Cut on and miss.
0-1.
Throw to second, and he's out.
Not a fast runner on the base path, so this kind of looks like it was a hit and run called from the dugout. Got to make contact some way or somehow, because that guy's not going to be able to steal second base and be safe.
Puts it away for the out. Next to hit for Arizona, Adrian Del Castillo. And that one fouled off. On the ground to third. Toss to Turner. Inning over. Nothing. Back here in the desert. All set for the start of the inning. Dansby Swanson stands in. Foul ball there.
Well, these players, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. It's through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And now the batter is Carson Kelly. That's off the inside corner. Ball 1. Burns with a move to first. And he dives back in safely. Here goes the runner. Strike in there. Throw safe. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Tying run in scoring position here on opening day. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And he makes it up to third with 1 away. So up next, Pete Crow Armstrong. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. In the dirt. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Runner from third comes across, and it's an RBI single. It's 1-1. So here's Horner now. 1 for 1 with a single so far. On the ground to short, could be 2. Glove flip for 1 to first, not in time. Great effort there. So digging in, John Birdie. He hit into a double play his first time up. Pulls that one foul. That's in there. And it's 0-2. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first as we play game 1 of this 4-game series. Swing and a miss. Catcher has it, fires to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit, all even at 1 apiece. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Randall Grichuk now. In the air, right field. Tucker on the move. Corrals it. And there's 1 away.
Woo. He was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
And that is out of play. Tied up here in the early going. Line drive.
He was all over that one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Now a chance for Jake McCarthy. And that catches the low inside corner. Good fastball. Swing and a high fly ball left field. He's there. He's got it. 2 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
The shortstop takes the ball. Gurriel off of first with 2 away. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Runner puts on the brakes at second. So it's first and second with 2 out. Here's Ketel Marte. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Tucker makes the grab on the run. Strand a pair. Score remains tied 1-1. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the top of the 4th. Here's Kyle Tucker. Center field. McCarthy should have this one. And out number 1 on the grab. And now the DH, Seiya Suzuki, flied to right his first time. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Ian Happ up to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. The part about Burns' journey that's so interesting, former 4th-round pick out of St. Mary's where he pitched alongside Tony Gonsolin. That one fouled off. But you go back and look at Corbin Burns in 2019. He threw 49 innings and had an 8.82 ERA. Out to center. McCarthy settles under it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away. Here's Justin Turner. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Lead runner to second with 2 gone. Swanson digs in. A single and a run scored and a walk. Little bouncer out in front of the plate. Toss to Naylor, and Swanson is set down. Back here at Chase Field, John Chabi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Eugenio Suarez. Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where hitters hit the ball, but within the new shift rules?
Well, he made pretty quick work of them right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. Some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
Naylor in the box now. No balls and a strike. And that drops in for a strike. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Next offering is fouled back. On the ground, Swanson fires to first on the run. They get the out, and that'll do it. Welcome back.
Leading
Quite
off,
a pitcher's
catcher,
duel so
Carson
far. Here's how the
Kelly.
starters have performed up to this point. Burns back to work. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Off balance feed, there's one, and that's all they'll get.
Feel that they weren't overzealous there. Just take the sure out, keep the run out of scoring position.
Second baseman,
Nico Horner will come up to hit. 1 for 2. Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
That one hit to right. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Outside low. Now 1-2.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Squirts away a little bit. Well done behind the dish. One out and a runner at second here on opening day. Oh, that hit him. Safe at first, and now after the play, we'll check on the right-hander status. 2 on, 1 out. Birdie getting ready to hit. Out towards left center. McCarthy settles under it. Squeezes it. Runner tags for home. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 2-1.
There you go.
Now
Nice little
batting,
RBI
right
there. It's a great
Kyle
at bat.
Tucker.
Got the job done.
Now here is Kyle Tucker. That missed by a lot. 1-0. The Diamondbacks with some movement in the pen. Ryan Thompson up and throwing for manager Torey Lovullo. Puck, a left-hander, also throwing. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Two outs. And a curve is down and in. On a line, base hit. Horner around second, heads for third. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Everything came together for him. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
Suzuki goes after that one for strike one. Up and in, and that is ball one. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
And the 1-2 misses to even the count. Traffic on the bases with one already in, and we're at the top of the fifth. That one is absolutely belted, and it's into the gap. One runs in. Coming home. The relay throw. He's safe as he gets his hand in. And they're up by 3. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down. And
So out of the pen for the Diamondbacks, Ryan Thompson.
Number 81.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. And into the pool. It's out of here. And they boost their lead. It's 6-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
Here's Turner now. He swings and fouls one off. Out towards right center field. McCarthy trying to get there and makes the grab. And that is that. Back here in the desert, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the D-backs catcher, Adrian Del Castillo.
You know, these D-backs just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. You got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
1 out, bases empty. Ball one there. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate.
2 strikes, sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Next offering is in for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Next offering in the dirt.
2 strikes.
And that's ball 1. Hit on the ground to the right side. Turner to first. And Arizona is set down 1. And we're back. And now it's Dansby Swanson. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Well, these guys doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. Double-digit hits, and they've done a great job of avoiding the strikeout. Only one of them so far, which tells you a lot.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Line to left. Gurriel handles the chance. 1 away. Here's the catcher to hit. Carson Kelly. Foul ball. That to right. He makes the grab, and there's 2 down. Pete Crow Armstrong will hit next. There's the strike.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Backed off the plate that time. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. 2 outs, base is empty. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Runner, 2 outs. Runner on the go. Up the middle, Marte whips it to first, and that'll do it. So 1 hit. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th. Here's the center fielder, Jake McCarthy. Popped up, Turner makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
Well, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Drops into the glove. That's out number 2. Marte, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
2 down, nobody on. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. And ball 1.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. And they had their first base runner since the 3rd inning. Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. Check swing called strike. It's 0-1.
Nope. Ball 1.
Outside. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits. Here's Josh Naylor. That's in for a strike. Fought off foul. And that one is in there, called strike 3. Diamondbacks strand a pair.
Now.
Top of it. Now on the mound for the Diamondbacks, A.J. Puck.
Number 33.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
So a man at first, Kyle Tucker now at the plate, 1 for 3. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Throws to first, and Tucker is retired.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great, reaction time was there, and the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
That one the other way. Carroll makes a nice grab and a full sprint.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
In the air, right field. And that is that. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Caleb Thielbar, ready to make his season debut. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. And there's a foul ball. And that's in the dirt. And the count is 1-2. That's to third. Birdie gets it to first, and 1 away in the bottom of the 7th. And a ground ball to first. Turner steps on the bag, 2 up, 2 down. 2 down, bases empty. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Randall Grichuk. Fastball for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Way out front for strike
No balls,
2.
2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Ready to begin the 8th. And here's the first baseman, Justin Turner. Puck back to work. Out to short, Perdomo. Zips it across. Turner is out.
Now batting,
And
shortstop,
here comes
Dansby
Dansby Swanson. The shortstop takes a ball. Out to short. Zips it to first. And Swanson is set down. 2 outs, base is empty. Carson Kelly, the next to hit. In the air, center field. McCarthy sizes this one up. Nabs it. And that is that. Back here in the desert at the plate, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Right through there for a strike.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And there's a ball. That
3
one
balls, 2
misses.
strikes.
Ball 3. On the ground, right side. The flip to the pitcher covering. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Now batting,
And now the center fielder, Jake McCarthy. Pitches in for a strike. 0-1. And that's down and away. On the ground to third. Fires across the diamond. 2 up, 2 down. So 2 down now. And here is Geraldo Perdomo. And first offering is fouled off. Ground ball up the middle. And it finds its way through for a hit. And that keeps the inning going. Ketel Marte up to the plate. Swing and a pop-up. Foul and a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Perdomo off of first with 2 away. Hit hard on the ground to the right side. And it goes just foul. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. All set to start the 9th in this one. Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0. And another ball. Activity in the Arizona bullpen. Gilbert Diaz preparing to come on if needed. Montgomery getting loose as well. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Touches down. That's a hit. So back to the top of the order. Here's the second baseman, Nico Horner. Runner takes off. Pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Crow Armstrong around third. He will score, and it's an RBI single. It's 7-1.
Well, that's a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
Next to hit, John Birdie. Ground ball left side, could be 2. To second, there's 1, and that's 2.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
So up next, Kyle Tucker. Right side, hard hit. Tosses to first, and Tucker is retired. This game's a bit of a blowout, Siggy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
Singing, did anybody ever give you the silent treatment?
I
One's
don't
the count.
remember that they did. I think they were pretty cool with me in terms of celebrating my rookie year. First home run came in Anaheim against the Angels, and I always love to watch now, though, especially when that player is unsuspecting. You know, some guys, they've been around long enough to know there's a good chance I'm going to get the silent treatment. But when that player's maybe been grinding it out for a little while and finally gets that home run, is expecting the big lift coming into the dugout, and they just stonewall him, it's awesome.
In there at the knees. Strike one. Every once in a while, they'll work that same trick on a veteran player. If, say, he's been cold or hasn't hit a home run in a long swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
These players know they have a long series ahead of them, but they come out, establish, and set the tone in the first game of the series. Very important to get that. Put you in the driver's seat to win game 2, and then push yourself to a series win, if not a sweep.
And a 7-1 finish in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.